So, after your last session, I want to see on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube, we realize a branch here friend of Victor Osimhen story, still in there. For everything seems to be going on with this Victor Osimhen story, still an ending, here. And then one of Chelsea sporting directors did contact Victor Osimhen for a move in January. Yes, Chelsea contacted a branch friend of Victor Osimhen for a move in January, and I'll tell you the details about Victor Osimhen and a possible move to Chelsea in January. I'll break everything down for you, for everything that's going to go on. In fact, see, I have Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. If you don't subscribe to the channel and turn on notification. Thank you very much for choosing Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. See, so everybody knows the story of Victor Osimhen, right? We'll be into our story now. The story of how on Al for personal terms, Napoli for were holding up. So Al for more extra 5 million. Al for decided to move away from the deal with Victor Osimhen. Omoko Kovi, a branch friend Ivan 20 deal. When they finished the 20 deal, was left to Chelsea in the conversation. And now I contacted a Nigerian journalist called Buchi Laba. His name is Buchi Laba. And Buchi Laba has been clear. Says he got Chelsea Alpha Victor Osimhen was around 145,000 pounds a week. It means that say what's the taxes fee in a week Victor Osimhen will be getting somewhere around 85,000 pounds a week, and he felt disrespected. Of course, sending Osimhen in the agent, I kind of several times. Roberto Calanda, they said it several times. For him, he's the African best player of the year. He doesn't deserve to get those. He doesn't deserve to get such a small figure, any signing money, so he was not going to take it. Obviously, Victor Osimhen did not take that job, and we all know over the weekend, our branch friend Romelu Lukaku came on, scored a goal for my friend SSC Napoli. He ended up scoring the equalizer for them, and Frank Andre Zomwa scored the winner. Of course, after game, Antonio Conte did mention, said there is no way Victor Osimhen is going to get into his team. The decision has been made, and Osimhen will not play for Napoli this season. In fact, Osimhen Nakasa several times said, on no deal, he's not going to play for them. But yesterday, there was a big one at Osimhen. Maybe Breaky or Hama said Osimhen was going to team my friend of Galatasaray, and then who drew the Istanbul airport. Now share the way Galatasaray for fans in Iguanum. They were chanting the name of Victor Osimhen. They were happy to make sure Victor Osimhen able to do one. But again, see, video number. I'll tell you the details of Victor Osimhen going to Galatasaray and why Chelsea sporting director, one of them, have called Victor Osimhen personally and told him Chelsea want to do a deal for him in January on his terms. You watch the video over there. I mean, the first one, airport tournament fans on an air charge. You almost train Victor Osimhen. You still could do Turkey local time, 3 a.m. And our branch friend Victor Osimhen, could do Turkey. Now I could do one of them. All of them were waiting for him. They sang his name, they supported him, and you know Osimhen, as you can see in there, say he was also excited. Say, do you know about now? So after in seminar course on Sunday, Victor Osimhen Napoli. According to Buchi Laba, who is a good friend of Victor Osimhen, and there's a picture of any Victor Osimhen on a video chat card. According to Buchi Laba, what happened was that Victor Osimhen and Napoli for sporting director Roberto Mana, Antonio Mana, contacted 3 clubs. One for Olympiacos in Greece, any Turkish side, Galatasaray, Fenerbahce. And I'll catch up and say, Victor Osimhen, we would love to give him out on loan. We'll cover part of his wages. Mopa also be to cover part of his wages. So Mopa, we can bring Victor Osimhen to you, and he's going to be your player. He'll play for you at this time. And now Napoli for the she we say before say Victor Osimhen be free Napoli one of he has to sign a contract extension 1 more year. Osimhen contract extension was going to end in 2026. Now Okoye they have made to sell the contract extension ever called to 2027. Saying they will get ample time, even if they are unable to sell him in January or in the summer, they can still go ahead and sell him. They are protecting their investment, which is normal. Now, once that is done, Osimhen catches on no problem. He has told them say he's not going to play for SSC Napoli. Now, what he now wants is that release clause normally share 130 million. No? Now Obiaba Paris Saint-Germain buyer, Omni Napoli for agree, Omni Osimhen agree personal terms, Napoli for your margin say Ombeti release clause no so. Then of course Alali for no so buyer, also BD and Komono, they weren't able to arrive at a consensus. Then later on, all of these things kept on happening. They now Osimhen catch almost say he doesn't want that 130 million in his release clause in his contract up to 75 million euros as the new release clause. It's a near no say Osimhen new release clause is 75 million euros, but only to be activated in 2025. Yes, till 2024. So in January it's going to be activated 2025. So it's the team you about Osimhen in 2025 can go on and then sell him, buy him for 75 million euros straight one. Now, another thing that Osimhen is very, very keen on putting it in his head. Whilst it is a straight loan at all Turkey for Galatasaray, he wants to put in inside say there should be a break. So there is a clause in the contract that says that Victor Osimhen any offer in January, he can leave Galatasaray and go. Now, Napoli for any take your friend is saying new team discussion here, they can now go on and see how they will let him go. Now, this is it. On the transfer deadline, they according to Buchi Laba, and yet Chelsea in Kwana and Victor Osimhen didn't come on. As per English clubs, Liverpool also contacted Victor Osimhen, and Slot spoke to him. Michael Edwards spoke to the agent as well. They wanted to know the details of Osimhen's contract to see how they can go about it. Now, when they spoke to him, it was too late for them to do anything. According to Buchi Laba, now Liverpool for have been clear, said they would want to come back to the Osimhen conversation if there is an opportunity there in January. Now, Buchi Laba said, Osimhen trusted Napoli for it. Whilst all of these things has been agreed in person, verbally, he has not put pen to paper. And not all check he can not offer pen and to paper. So on the first contract draft and sending, or the sending the lawyers catching and say, "Am I sign a contract extension there?" He shouldn't sign any contract. He shouldn't force to sign anything. Before so Okudu Saudi, Okudu Turkey or no, they will give him the contract again. They should write it in English. Often send it the lawyers for the lawyers to translate it Italian. When they translate in Italian, then they can arrive at a consensus if they are agreeing to be with if they are agreeing to all the terms that they've already agreed verbally. Now, again, whilst all of this is done, Osimhen could do a Galatasaray and Jono. As it stands now, Osimhen is yet to officially be a Galatasaray player, or according to the friend of Osimhen, until Osimhen will see all the details on that contract. Now I sure okay. I didn't say it here. Saying and I'm saying pen the break in there, the release clause and it's money. I will not sign that contract extension. Now this is where the real juice is. On Saturday, according to Osimhen camp, Osimhen was there, and one of the Chelsea sporting directors will introduce you as Paul called Victor Osimhen, and then told him that for him, Chelsea are willing to do a deal for him in the winter. That is in January. And when the winter transfer window opens, they would want to do the deal. But Onokran Onyaya, he would want them to sign the contract now. Saying in January, Osimhen will just come to Chelsea. This is what Osimhen's camp are putting out there. Now, we all know that Chelsea have two sporting directors, Paul Winstanley, stewards, team. These are the two sporting directors that the club has, and it has been clear. Osimhen has been contacted by Paul Winstanley that Chelsea would want to do a deal for him in January, and if he wants, he should sign the contract extension and then in January Chelsea will come and activate it. Until that is the main reason why Sewuti in Semana Maker Chona Osimhen made sure that in the contract that he's going to sign with Galatasaray, there is going to be a January break where he can leave Galatasaray if offers come and he can move to other clubs, which is very, very important to him. His plan is that he doesn't intend to stay there. According to him, he's accepting this loan deal because he wants to play. 2, he's accepting because his wages are being catered for, the same wages that Napoli were going to pay him. It's the same thing we're going to have. Again, I kept on mentioning, said it was always going to be difficult for Napoli to have Victor Osimhen on their books, whilst they still have Roberto Lukaku on their books. Plus having 2 players in Scott McTominay, Billy Gilmore, and all of these guys that they had bought from the English Premier League, who are going to take top dollar in the Italian Serie A. They were not just going to reduce their wage. Of course, Napoli is one of the most sustainable clubs in the Italian Serie A. A lot of the clubs in the Italian Serie A do struggle, but Napoli is not one of them. It was always going to be a tough one for them. I was going to hurt them for them to pay all of Osimhen's wages on Napoli, and it was going to be a struggle for them. So apart from that, what now happened was that Napoli will pay a part, and then of course FC Galatasaray will also pay a part. And see, it looks as if Chelsea are willing to do a deal for Victor Osimhen in the winter, when the winter transfer window does open. It looks as if say they are going to do a deal for him, but as it stands now, Osimhen is already in Galatasaray and they are preparing for him. Say he's going to be the next player, center forward in there. Of course, if we are talking about the best center forwards in there or the most valuable ones, Osimhen is up there with Harry Kane, Ellen Haaland, and all of these guys. There are a lot of the people that are saying that there's also Victor Gyökeres that can come in and play good football for Chelsea. Chelsea should look at Victor Gyökeres as well. There is a picture of an agent who was at Stamford Bridge this weekend. People believe that that's the agent of Victor Gyökeres. In January, I think that Chelsea are going to look at their options to see who they are going to bring in. Is it going to be Gyökeres? Is it going to be Osimhen? Who are they going to bring in at center forward for themselves? Especially looking at the fact that 3 games in, Chelsea still need a center forward, that big bulky center forward that can finish off the goals. The lack of the killer in the box now, it's very important. How Chelsea can get a killer in the box is a very, very important thing. They would want to do that as well. I think that in the first 3 games in the English Premier League as a year international break, one of the things that has been clear and simple is the fact that if you look at the Chelsea team, 2 things have been very, very good. One, it is the quality of the centre back pair at Chelsea, and it looks as you said they are building that centre back pair. It looks as you said they are playing very well. It looks as you said they are building that telepathic relationship. And I've said it several times. Barco, the aggressor in chief, one that will step out, lead a jump, go and press, go and be aggressive, go and win duels, whilst one becomes a cover for the other one. And it's the combative pair of our branch friend Levi Cole, any Wesley Fofana or Chelsea children. I think it's Cole for one. The passing ability there top, breaking the lines from deep, which is a very good one. And I think the fact that he was also able to add the fact that he has to be able to read danger well and then staying behind, and is looking to become the backline's new leader, but struggles with wider areas and doesn't have that aggression of Fofana. I think that's the downside of Levi Cole. He going to defend outward, and that's why Chelsea doesn't play him as an outside centre back. They play him as a CB. The CCB, so the outside centre backs, whether the RCB or the LCB, they are supposed to be good in terms of defending wide areas. If you look at what Ibu Konate gives to Liverpool, that's what he does, defending on wide areas. He steps into those zones, cover up for his fullbacks when they are in there, and that's what they're supposed to do. CCB Levi Cole pushing RCB to Wesley Fofana to go and defend wide areas and be aggressive over there. He is the aggressor of the two. Maresca uses him in the middle of the 3 where the passing ability is needed, like I said, and he can sweep the danger as well. And behind with players next to him defending wide areas, whilst Fofana's aggressive partner, so he doesn't have to do it as much. Poch had him play at left back, something that I don't think should have happened in there for Abrantia, your friend Levi Cole. We have played just about the first part of the games now for the first international break, and everything is clear. There is progress in there. Top 5 teams are considered less XG. Top 5 teams are considered less XG in the English Premier League. One, Manchester City. out of possession, one of the best. They consider the less XG 2.0 XG per, and XG of course they're considering the XG, the chances that they are being created, that opponents create against them, just 2.0. Nottingham Forest so considered just 2.1 XG. Chelsea are third with XG considered 3.3. The only problem is that Man City are considered less XG with 2.0, but considered just 2 goals. Nottingham Forest are considered XG 2.1, considered just 2 goals. Liverpool third actually 2.4 XG. Considered goal here. Again, Chelsea are considered XG of 3.3. Over there, Boma considered 5 goals. Out of the teams, Noma considered less XG, amount of possession, good no. Chelsea now considered the most goals. Fulham 3.5 considered 3 goals. Arsenal I considered just 1 goal out of an XG of 3.4. Of course, Chelsea are part of the teams that are creating some of the most chances in the English Premier League this season. So if you're Osimhen's agent and you have only 2 offers from Chelsea, 7 million euros and 10 million euros from Galatasaray dry loan, you choose Galatasaray. That's the problem here. How do you want the best Nigerian players and think like this? Sporting project is better than financial project when you are young, especially in this case that it's just for a year and not a long-term contract. Wish him the best though. By my opinion stands. If you keep shouting, cursing and crying, you will eventually get tired over there in there. Of course, that's the quality of Victor Osimhen. And of course, on Twitter right now, everybody's having their bites. Should Osimhen have gone? Because Osimhen edged just 10 million on Galatasaray. And it is just, if you look at Galatasaray, if you look at it, it is just Galatasaray was just 1 year. At Chelsea, it would have been long term. There's a possibility of it going now. I don't think that decision is a good one in there for Abrantia. Yeah, friend, Victor Osimhen, of course. What else is there? The players are getting back from Yami Aduma Rieko. We'll give you a lot of the updates on Black Stars, on Ghana, and all the things that to do with them. Stay high, Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. See ya.